Business taxes. If you're like me and you understand that this is something that you have to figure out or else you will owe the IRS all of your money and be in the red, then stay tuned. Taxes are the most important part of your business. The first step to properly handle taxes is to set up an EIN for your company. What is an EIN? An EIN is an employer identification number that you can get for free from the irs.gov website. You need this to properly file your taxes. The next step is to register your business as an LLC. What is an LLC? A limited liability company. You're not a sole proprietor, you're not an individual contributor, you are a limited liability company. That is the best practice. Go there, start there. Use the link in my description to get to the irs.gov website so that you're not going through any kind of third party who's gonna rack on some, convenience fees. You want to be the convenient. A limited liability company is a business structure allowed by state statute. This is what you want. You do not want to become a sole proprietor because of how you would be able to file taxes. Typically, a sole proprietor is only needed if you are engaging in stocks and creating shareholders down the line, which with a candle business is not very practical. In order to apply for a limited liability company, it is imperative for you to use the Secretary of State website. Do not go through any of those advertisers such as LegalZoom or InkFile. Any of those, they're going to charge you a little bit more than the .gov. .gov is just straight to the point. So as you can see, you can register your business online here. All you have to do is enter in your information to sign up and go through the specific process. It will be roughly $200 to $300. Next, you're going to need to apply for a seller's permit. A seller's permit authorizes a business owner to collect sales tax on behalf of the state with a specific seller permit number. You'll need a seller's permit if you sell items or offer services that are subject to state sales tax. And you'll need one in each state where you do business. This is an essential step when starting your own business. As mentioned before, whenever you are applying for any certifications for your business, it's imperative to use the .gov website. There's actually no fee to apply. It is so important for you to have a seller's certificate. So a great example of this is if you were to go to a candle vendor such as candlescience.com and add something to your cart. Let's say we like this Alpine Balsam. As you can see, once you get to the final screen, it will charge you a tax. So with you being a reseller of this fragrance, you are not liable for tax. So in order to make sure that you are tax exempt, you must provide your seller certificate to the vendor. Here, as you can see, there's no specific direction for you to put in your tax exemption. You do have to go to their help and support, and it says, how do I become tax exempt? Boom. From there, you follow their specific instructions. As you can see, you have to provide that form to them, and then within 4 to 5 business days, they will get back to you and you are exempt. Next, you need to have a business checking account and a business credit card. The more money you make, the more paper trail you need to actually legitimize the fact that you don't have to pay the government everything. I recommend going through your current bank, your local bank. I recommend applying for a business account there. Okay, if you do not want to go through your local bank or you don't currently have one and you want to make sure you are establishing a business account, I'd recommend Bluevine. So I came across this on my own private search just as it relates to the top business checking accounts to open. And what I found from Bluevine is that it's completely free to sign up. You don't even have to do a preliminary deposit, and there's no monthly fees. And the best part is that you will receive 2% interest on a qualifying account. So if you have a certain minimum, you will receive 2% interest per month, which is fire. Like, we always want our money to be working for us. So to have a business account working for you is key. And then from there, the main reason why you even need a business account is to build up business credit. So the more transactions you are doing here, you'll be able to apply for business loans. And then the more loans that you apply for and pay off, the more the creditors will see that you are worthy of funding and give you a line of credit. After you get your business checking account, it is imperative for you to get a secured credit card. I recommend starting out with a secured gas card. As you can see, Shell will allow you to apply for a business credit card here. They have 3 options. I recommend Shell Small Business. This account will report directly to the credit bureau. I recommend getting this gas card, going ahead and using it for gas, and then immediately paying it. And a gas card is the best idea because you're always going to need gas. You need to print that receipt and you need to scan that receipt into your TurboTax, your QuickBooks, whatever you use to file your taxes, because it is a write-off, honey. Now for the fun part, we will discuss write-offs. What is a write-off? The key write-offs are gas, for transportation, office supplies to set up for conducting business, even your supplies to create your products, such as candle making supplies as it relates to vessels, wax, and wicks. When you're filing your taxes quarterly, you need to be stating how much money you've earned, how much taxes you have collected, and paying taxes for that amount. It is very important for you to set up your e-commerce website, whether you use Squarespace, Shopify, what have you, Etsy. Make sure you put in your employer identification number so that every time you collect tax, it is reported to the government. That way, when you are manually putting in the line items for all of the taxes, what you'll see on your reports that you get each quarter, you're able to accurately file. And just from there, I know that process sounded quite confusing, but just in terms of a recommendation to make it less confusing, I use TurboTax. So oftentimes people use QuickBooks or a specific, preparer who's going to charge you thousands of dollars. I just use TurboTax. I feel like it was the most cost effective. You only pay them out of your return, and they walk you through the logical scenarios and help you with your write-offs. It really has helped me tremendously. So yeah, you can see it's $89, but they take that out of your refund. And as you can see, the reviews are crazy. Everybody knows TurboTax is the way to go once you are starting out as a very small business owner and you just don't know what is considered a write-off, what is considered tax deductible, and you want to properly make those payments as well, because you do collect tax from all of your customers. So just from there, I'd recommend using this solution here. Very easy to sign up, and they'll remind you each quarter when it's time to file. Within the write-offs that you're presenting, you can go crazy. I highly encourage you all to be as thorough as possible. Come with receipts though. Don't just be making up random invoices out of thin air. Yes, all of your gas is a write-off. Your office supplies, write-offs, all of them. It is very imperative for you to keep that paper trail. The more proof that you have, the better for the IRS. If you want to ensure you are guaranteed business funding, then I recommend grabbing this Ultimate Candle Making Survival Guide. So this interactive workbook will give you details on the exact steps needed to take your business to the next level and achieve your goals. So using these tips, I was able to quit my 9-to-5 and work full-time for myself. So take advantage of the current sale. As it states here, if you sign up, you will receive 40% off your first order. But because I love you guys so much, I already linked the code in the description of this video as well. Definitely comment down below what tips you'll be using in the future. If you have any additional questions, you can reach out to me via help@candlemakingsurvivalguide.com. I'll be more than happy to help. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, your week, your next hour. Just living your purpose and love life. Okay? Bye.